Hello everybody. I'm still doing the best I can to talk. I know we're trying to get some videos made, and I know y'all are looking at this and thinking, what in the world have I got going on here? Well, I'm fixing to show you. Just give me a minute, and as I cumber through this, I will explain what I'm doing. And right now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get this thing right here where it will spin, because we want to test the coil on this one and see if it's good, because if it is, we're going to use it for something else. So might get bit. See if y'all can see that. No, you can't see it because my hand's in the way. I'll try it again. I think y'all can see that's fire. And that's what we wanted. We wanted fire. So what we're going to do, there might be a stop and go here. I've been fiddling a little bit here for the last little while. Here on the table, so we're in mad scientist mode right now. So there's junk strode everywhere. There's going to be people that ask me questions about why did I do this, why did I do that. The main reason I do things is because I don't accept the way things are. There's steak bug, get him off of there. All right, get that down here. I'm going to clean this off and I'll bring you right back. All right, all I did was clean that up because it was filthy. It was very, very dirty. Now, what I'm going to do is probably going to be controversial for some people. What I've got here is a coil off of a 610. This is the old style. This is the new style. This one here, you can't really do what I'm fixing to do. I mean, you possibly could, but this one's easier. And just because it's easier doesn't mean it's better. But if you know what this is the little trip lever that holds this on the old style coil. That goes in there like that. It comes off. That little metal clip holds it in there. This is a 1010 coil. This is a coil for a 125. The metal piece for the 125 and the 1010 is the same. This is on backwards. So the 1010 will be like this, and the 125 will be the other way. Coil wire's on the other side. So you can't actually use a 1010 coil on a 125. You just take it off, turn it around, put it back on there, and you now have a 125 coil instead of a 1010 coil. A lot of people won't tell you that. A lot of people don't know that. What I'm going to do is the same thing I did on the other one. I'm going to take and see if I can't knock this lamination out of this coil for the 700 and put it on the 1010 metal. like I did before. I have done this once before. It's on the saw and it runs. It has a little bit of an issue sputtering, and I have not figured that one out yet. Now, cracking these loose, well, let's just face it, there ain't no good way to do it. You either get lucky and you crack it loose, or you destroy the coil. That's the bad part to the whole deal. The last time I found a coil that was loose, I'm sitting here looking at this one trying to figure out how I'm going to crack it loose. And I want to show y'all what I'm going to do. And I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it. So y'all give me a minute. Let me find something to set this up on, and then we'll see if we can knock it loose. All right. I got 2 pieces of metal with the coil setting up on there. And the reason you can't just put it in the vise is these 2 tabs are sticking down, and it'll mess them up. Now, like I said a minute ago, this may work, it may not. We may destroy it. But then again, you gotta crack a few eggs if you want to make an omelet. That appears to be in there pretty good. There is epoxy all in the bottom and up this side. And I really wish they wouldn't put so much in there, but they did. And there ain't nothing we can do but try to knock it out. I probably should have something else there holding it. It looks like it's starting to actually crack the coil a little bit. It is. It's pulling away from it. So I'm going to try just tapping down on it and see if I can knock that epoxy loose. Because that epoxy is terrible. I wish there was an easier way to get them out of there, but there's not. I might have it ruined by the time I get this done. See, where I really need it, it's almost impossible to get it there. I really need it right there and right there. There's rivets. There's rivets in there, and the piece for the coil makes it really hard to get it in there. It's better if you've already got one that's loose, I promise. Yeah, it's just cracking the coil. The epoxy's too strong on this one. The epoxy is too strong on this one. They've got it all down through there, and it's just all in there. So I've got some of it broke loose and some of it's not. We're going to wind up damaging this coil if we ain't already. I probably should have tried to do it some other way, but I don't know any other way to do it. I guess I could just cut the metal out of it. Yeah. We'll find out. I'll probably just erase this video. I don't know. We'll see. All right. After some disgust and deliberation, I got it out. I had to cut it into pieces, but I got it out. Uh, I do not know if this coil is going to be any good, because I did knock some of the cover off of it. But the epoxy that houses everything looks to be intact. So I'm going to fill all that up with super glue, put it back on there. We're going to carry on with what we were doing. Get this stuff out of here. And this is going to go down through here whenever we're finished. Now right now it won't fit. There's some stuff in there. There's still some epoxy in there where I pulled it out. But I'm going to go and take this little razor knife here in a minute if I can figure out where it's at. We'll see if I can pick some of that stuff out of there. I try to do this stuff to show that anybody can do it. Some people don't want to try it. They don't want to take that chance, and I understand that, because you can ruin the coil, stuff like that. Every once in a while I destroy something that was really good. This was a really nice coil, and hopefully it will be a functioning coil for a 125 when we're done. But if it's not, it died in the line of trying. Y'all seen me just a minute ago in this video. I might just delete this video and stop. I thought, well, y'all need to see that every once in a while. Y'all see everything that I do and all the stuff that we achieve, and sometimes you don't ever see the I'm fixing to just be done with it part. And that was it right there just a minute ago. Sometimes the things I do don't always go as planned. And I think there are actually 2 ground straps that belong to this coil that are down in here too. Is one of the reasons why they're glued in so good. And getting that ground strap to make might be part of the reason why my other coil acts a little goofy. Of course, that could also just be epoxy. I'm not 100% sure, y'all, so don't quote me on that. Nope, that was epoxy. That's right, because it's got an external ground. Never mind. There's the ground. It externally attaches, so it does not have an internal ground. There's some more plastic just popped off of there. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to leave as much on there as possible because I don't want to have to glue all this stuff back in there. But it looks like I'm going to be gluing it back in there. The main thing is we want to get this to fit in there. And that's what it looks like when it fits in there. Yeah. The other one I had to cut a little bit out of it. This one I may have to as well. I'm not sure about how that's going to go. That should fit in there. But I may have to take it a little bit deeper. Because that has to go just a shade in there. Alright. I'm gonna go deep in this gap right here. So I'll bring you back in just a minute. I'm just gonna use the bandsaw, and I ain't no point in showing you. You'll see it when I get done. You just have to do it with whatever you got. Alright. I got as much of the plastic as I could put back up in there. I know it looks kind of scrubby, but right now that's just a wet super glue. The standard super glue. That's what it is. I'm I'm just gonna, I just want to bring y'all on here and show y'all that. I'm gonna let the super glue dry. I did go over there to the bandsaw and I lowered this just a hair, probably a 1/16 of an inch, which should give me just enough room to do what I want to do. So when the super glue is dry, we're gonna come back and see if we can put it together. The super glue ain't dry yet, but I'm gonna attempt to put it together anyway, because if I don't, it may get too dry and I might not be able to get it in there. I put the latch down through it and I'm attempting to drive it in there now. And hopefully, if I got everything right, it will latch down in there like it's supposed to. And I need to go just a little bit farther. Sorry, y'all. I need something soft. Looks like I'm just about down in there as far as it'll go. And I didn't get quite enough off of it. So, where's my pliers at? I didn't take quite enough. I should have took just a little bit more, but I didn't. I need a 313 millimeter. There it is. I'm gonna give him just a little taparoonie like this. If I can figure out what I'm doing with my stuff, I will anyway. I know y'all can see it and I can't. Trying to make sure I got it just as far as it'll go, because it's right there at the edge of where I need it to be. Gosh, excuse me. I'm just about there. Everything's gonna be. They make this stuff where it's kind of hard sometimes, y'all. They don't want us to be able to do this. Of course, I don't know that they actually figured we would be doing this or what, but sometimes it's almost like when they designed this stuff, they designed it so that you couldn't modify it. And there we go. That's enough to lock it on there. Now, I reckon the thing to do, y'all, I'm gonna pause it. I'll bring you back in a minute. All right. I didn't hit the record button there. I had to straighten a few things out. I had to find me a couple screws. Take the plug out of this block. And I had to do a little grinding. There's a piece on this boss. There's a piece on this upper boss that hits the back of the coil, and you have to grind it down. I forgot about it. So yeah. So it's not actually in time because there's no key in this. I need a rotating flywheel. I'm gonna go turn the lights off right quick. We're gonna see if she's got any fire. may fire, it may not. We may have damaged the coil. It may fire, but not fire in the right place. I don't know. Right now, all we're going to do is find out if it actually fires. If I can turn it the right way. I will come loose. Oh well. Yeah, it does have fire. So that actually looks pretty good with the lights off. Y'all can't see anything other than fire, but that does look good. All right, hold on a minute. All right, y'all. So there you have it. We had some ups and some downs. It's actually mounted in there pretty solid. We're going to try it and see what happens. It'll either run or it won't. It's all put together. There's actually, the coil is a composite inside that all is sealed in, and then this is an outer case that protects it. So I glued that back together best I could, and I super glued up all the cracks. So it should be okay. We'll find out. But I think that's going to end this one. We have a functioning coil. We'll find out whether it'll run when we get it all put together. Y'all have a good day. God bless. Bellhopper out.